Hey guys, Colbert here. Welcome back to another War and Order video. Guys, if you have not tried the game yet, please do so. There is going to be a link down below in the description and comments of today's video. Thank you, Camel Games, for sponsoring the video and the channel. Let's get started with today's video theme. It's all going to be about this part right here of the game, which is the savior or order. I want to show you guys what I do for this one. You get some one-time rewards. These are very easy to pick up on if you do have the spare time to play these mini games that the game has. It's a lot of fun and also gives you some nice rewards for the first clear that you need for your progression through. There's an easy mode and a hard mode, as well as some brand new things that you want to be evolving for your account to make it stronger and also help you progress in general. So what do I usually do in terms of the things that I do in the game is I do my barracks, I do my researches, I have my queues for construction. Everything is going smoothly right here. I'm attacking monsters, right? You want to be attacking monsters at all time when you're online, and when you do attack the monsters, you also pick up some nice loot, which helps you with progression, right? And while that is going, you can do the mini games, and one of them is the savior of order. Currently I have my attack on withdrawal. About 5 seconds I'll throw another one. As we're seeing it come back to my base, let's throw another army here. Let's find a level 26. I can't beat the higher ones just yet, so 2 minutes 43 to go, and then 2 minutes 43 to come back. That's 5 minutes. That should be enough for me to go and try out one of these modes. The savior order, the way that it works is you basically are able to fight enemies in a different kind of playstyle. It's a mini game. It's a different thing than the actual game, which is the castle building and all of that. So when you go in here, this is the easy mode, by the way. When you go in here, you have control of this knight, and then you have different upgrades that you can use. These upgrades depend on your progression. So I have all of the maxed out upgrades currently going on, and the longer I play, the more upgrades I'm gonna have. So let me just show you those before we show the combat. So all the skills that you can actually acquire within the game are shown here. The lightning storm, okay, you can see what this does and whether you should be upgrading this. I have also the flame firebird. I have every single one of them possible to be upgraded to max and to the epic quality in terms of damage. How I do that is through heroic evolution. At level 45, you basically have everything maxed out to the stronger version, which is the epic version, the purple version, if you want to say it like that. And then after that, you get basically more and more upgrades to your damage, and then damage taken in terms of defensive abilities, and also how much XP you can collect, and so on and so forth, all the way to the maximum level of 84. That's going to be difficult to acquire, very difficult, because the only way to upgrade those, so these Valor trials, the way that these work is there's 3 different ones: the growth trial, the beast trial, and the artifact trial. All of them are different in terms of what you need to do, and all of them give rewards which are based on how you're going to progress through heroic evolution and how to make your skills stronger to make it an easier time for you to progress. Great trials are very much self-explanatory. You just follow what they say here. Have 2 purple or higher quality equipment. VIP level reaches level 8. That's one I can maybe get to in the future slowly by using VIP packs and all of that. But then have 1 types of orange gardening, the sky decoration. That's very difficult to acquire actually. There's beast trials and artifact trials. All of these require progression in general in different parts of the game, and the harder they are, the more rewards you'll be getting, both in terms of the conjuring that you can do, but also on how long these time boosters you're gonna be getting. So have that in mind. These are not something that you can complete in a single day, but it's something that you can have in mind as extra rewards. And talking about extra rewards, you can go and fight level 22 here. Right, level 21 is here. I can kill all monsters if I wanted to. Level 22, look at this. First clear reward gives me 3 conjuring gold coins, and I'll have to beat the boss basically. So I beat all the monsters and then the boss. We can have a look at how this is going, but I want to try the hard mode instead, which I have another boss to fight here. I want to show you this on how I follow as a strategy. You can go very lazy with this one, honestly, and the way that you can go about it is just let your characters stand in the middle and not do anything. But that is not ideal, especially if you don't have all of the upgrades that I have. Currently at this stage, I should be able to pretty much stay alive for a long time, but it all depends on the upgrades that I do. I like the mirror shield because this also helps me basically kill things that are coming very close to me, and also absorb some damage that I'm taking. So the mirror shield is pretty nice when you start out. I think you're not going to be close to dying, but the mirror shield is very cool. So if you want, you could just stay here and just wait for the enemies to come to you. But that will lead to a much longer play style. This is just very slow in terms of how long you can do it. This level says kill all monsters with the boss at the end. So the boss will be the final 0.5% of the fight. So you want to be upgrading things as much as possible. And then eventually you want to be upgrading. Once you have one to level 5, I would say it's ideal. And then you focus on other ones. That's the strategy I use. And instead of just sitting in the middle and just waiting for them, I just run around and try and find as many opponents as I can, because I'm also collecting experience as I'm going through. So look at this. Look at this. I'm beating all these guys, and when I have the shields up, it's much easier for me to get protected as well because of the shield. And also these things do damage when they hit these guys. They do damage, these shields that are running around my knight there. And I'm collecting slowly the XP wherever I can, and I'm picking up upgrades depending on which one of the stronger versions of the skill I have. But since I've got everything unlocked on epic, I don't really mind. But I do love the flame firebird, because it is basically on its own, just traveling around and hitting the enemies. So I don't really need to focus so much on targeting with it. So look at that. And just leave it there and just flying around, hitting everything. Especially the big guys, those will be the ones that you'll have to have in mind, because those can actually hit hard. And on the floor, you'll see the blue nodes. Those are just for picking up experience. But sometimes you'll see yellow nodes. These give even more experience. Some other times you'll see a magnet, which basically collects all the XP that's on the map, wherever it is. Or you see these green orbs, which basically heal you. So you want to be saving those when your XP drops low, and not collect them when you're basically at 80%. You want to be collecting them when you're a little bit lower, just to make things helpful. I like the lightning storm as well, because it's another random effect on the map. It hits throughout the map and you don't really care. It's not something that is close to the knight, since I've already have the shield on. And this is one of the first big enemies that is coming to me. It's basically, if I let that enemy hit me, I'm gonna start losing a lot of health. So you see how my health goes. Even the shield goes really fast if I let him hit me. But I shouldn't be doing that. I should be doing like circles around these enemies. The smaller ones don't do so much damage, but the bigger one, the bigger guy there, starts to hurt. That is where the frozen damage upgrade really starts to be impactful. That's the one I'm gonna pick on right now, because this can actually help freeze some targets, slow the big guy over there, and that will allow me to basically do a proper rotation around the targets, and that should make it for a much easier run. Okay, much easier run. So here I could go with another frozen region. I just have one upgrade there. This expands the range of damage, but I don't care about that. I want to see a little bit more damage, so I like the ley line fluctuations. So you'll see that in terms of the damage a little bit. And then you see these chests here. When you pick these up, these are guaranteed upgrades for free. So look at that. The mirror shield guard is upgraded to 4 now, very close to maximum. So happy about that. It's very random on how you get these upgrades. You're not guaranteed to get them, but boom, level 5 should be the one I pick up now. And it basically regenerates my shield as soon as possible. So that helps me stay alive. I can just stay here in the middle basically right now and just wait on the enemies to come close to me. They'll basically die immediately when they come close to me. The bigger ones are the ones I have to worry about, but I'm pretty much safe here. So I'm just waiting on them. Those shields that are running around me are so strong in terms of damage, but also very helpful in terms of helping me survive. So look at that. If I stay there now, I'm gonna die from this big guy, because he hits quite hard. He hits me for about 1 or 2% of my health every time. I do get some shield regenerated back, but that is not enough to keep me alive throughout, because I don't see any other healing nodes anywhere. Healing potions, maybe I should call them. So I'm gonna just start picking up on upgrades. I like the other thing that is like the cannon. If I can find it, I will. I don't like the dragon flame so much. It might do a lot of damage. I haven't really noticed on the damage, but I don't like it because it's very much so a single line of attack throughout the map. So it's not very impactful. I don't like it. I don't like it. There's so many enemies on the map. I'd rather hit all of them rather than one. So getting some more upgrades from the cannon there, that should be it's basically placed randomly around me, so fine. But the cooldown for that one is about 1 second now. I should see it placed somewhere. There it is, placed where I was standing. I can just run around it now and be safe. I'll do more chain lightning. That is also pretty cool. And let's get a magnet. Didn't pick up a level. That's fine because we're at 70%. It's looking very easy so far. In terms of difficulty, it's looking very easy. But the boss has a lot more strategy involved in there. If you don't, if you're not careful on the boss, you can actually lose. So depending on how long you've been doing these mini games, it's gonna be difficult for you. But since well, the one-time rewards for me for where I am right now are not really worth it. But if I'm actively playing, if I'm actively online, waiting on my armies to come back, I don't have an auto farming purchase on the auto farming card, then I need to be on basically every 5 minutes or so. So I'd rather do these while the armies are going in for their attacks, and just follow that in terms of what I'm doing. So look at this, 89%. Basically, I've killed everything here. I have to kill everything. There's no way to beat this without killing everything. And now the boss comes through. Doesn't matter. Wow, look at this. So you'll see these red markings on the floor. That's what you should be avoiding. There's no way I'm gonna be able to beat the boss if I don't skip these attacks that he's doing. Because if I let him hit me like that, there, look at that. Look at how low I dropped immediately to about 70%. I pick up the health potion that I saved from before. He's loading up an attack. That was like a big AoE. And only the boss is left. As I said, 0.5% is what the boss is. You gotta beat him for sure to finish the stage. No way around it. And I'm just doing what I've done before, is just hiding him, making me follow through the map. And through that way, I'll get the win. Look at this. Boom, boom. That cannon does so much damage. And that is how you clear the stage. It's self-explanatory, but the one-time rewards were worth it. I got some nice rewards there. And as I go up and up and up and up and up, there's even more rewards there in the end. These are one-time rewards. You don't get them twice if you go and beat the stage again. There's no reason to, unless you want to have just, you know, the fun of playing the game. And that is Savior of Our Order. Very easy one-time rewards. Get you to be busy when your armies are fighting monsters. Look at this. I picked up a superior summon scroll fragment. This is key, by the way, in order to get tremendous amounts of resources. It's random on what kind of resources you get, but you basically need to be attacking monsters at all time, the highest level that you can at all time. Try and beat that one, and you'll get the rewards. Look at this. I'm gonna throw it out again. 59 seconds. This is basically very quick, so I don't worry so much about beating this guy. In terms of going back to here to do my mini game. So I'll just wait for my actual army to attack, find another one, attack again. If it's very long, that's when I jump into the mini games. I like this one, the Savior Order and the Tower of Defense. Makes things very much so not boring. If you are just too tired of the city building, looking at those long timers after you reach this point where I'm at, these long timers are just insane. It's just 15 hours for my troops, and then the castle, it takes like a week. Actually, it was longer than a week, like 10 days. Quite crazy, but it is fun. It is fun building the castle, making it stronger, and seeing my progression since I've started playing the game on this server. Guys, thank you all so much. Give me your tips below on how you play War and Order. Thank you all again. If you've not tried it, please try so. I'll have a link down below in the description and comments of today's video. Thanks again to Camel Games for sponsoring the video and the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.